Good morning, scholars. Today we are going to continue reading about farms. Now, we've talked about all kinds of different farm animals, such as our pigs, chickens, cows, and sheep in our most previous video. Today we are going to be talking about the different crops that you might see on a farm. So, the crops, remember, are vegetables, fruits, and those kinds of things, okay? So, remember, listen carefully, and I'll have something for you to do at the very end of this video. In the last several read-alouds, you learned a lot about the different kinds of animals that might live on a farm, and the things they need. You've seen that on my farm, there are cows, chickens, pigs, and sheep. I spend a lot of time taking care of the animals, providing them with food and shelter, protecting them, and then getting milk, eggs, wool, or meat. I have mentioned before, I plant and harvest crops of wheat and corn on my farm, some of which I feed to my animals. I also raise these crops, as well as others like cucumbers, beans, and carrots for my family and other people to eat. So think about what your favorite vegetable is that you might really like. Some of us might like broccoli, carrot, celery, lettuce, just any of them that you like. The picture shows some of the kinds of foods that different farmers grow. Can you name the fruits and vegetables that you see in this picture? I don't grow all of these things on my farm. Grocery stores buy fruit and vegetables from many different farmers, so that when you go to the store, you have a wide variety of fruits and vegetables from which to choose. You will find these fruits and vegetables in the produce section at the grocery store. Most produce is grown on a farm. The various fruits and vegetables are brought to the store after they are harvested or picked from the plants that produce them. Produce refers to the parts of the plants that we eat. The nice thing about vegetables is that you can eat as much as you want. Nobody is going to tell you not to eat carrots, green beans, cabbage, celery, green peppers, or lettuce. And let's not forget broccoli. I love to eat vegetables, and I hope you do too. You should also eat at least 2 or 3 fruits every day. Did you know tomatoes are actually fruits? I like to pick fresh tomatoes and eat them like I eat apples. So good. So as you can see, these are all different kinds of fruits and vegetables that would grow on a farm. So it looks like we have some apples, pears, grapes, mushrooms, some peppers, and it looks like some lettuce and maybe some cauliflower. And those right there in the very corner, those are called radishes. One crop that I grow is field corn. I use most of the field corn that I grow to make feed for the animals on my farm, but I also grow sweet corn and sell some of it at the local market each summer, because many people like to eat corn too. The farmer who lives next to me grows potatoes on her farm. This picture shows a crop of potato plants. But even if you look closely at the picture, you won't see any potatoes. That's because the potatoes are actually part of the root of the potato plant. So where do you think the potatoes are? So we're looking over here and we don't see any potatoes. Where do we think that potato is? Give you a few seconds. Okay, let's see if you're right. I am sure that you remember that the roots grow underground. So the potatoes are under the soil. All plants have roots. Plants use roots to take in water and nutrients from the soil and to keep them planted firmly in the earth through wind and rain. Not all plants have edible roots, but potato plants sure do. Edible means that you are able to eat them. Farmers have to dig up the potatoes in order to harvest them. Can you think of some different ways that you like to eat potatoes? Do you like baked potatoes or mashed potatoes? And did you know that potato chips and French fries start out as potatoes too? Carrots, radishes, and beets are all root vegetables as well. How do you think farmers harvest these vegetables? In addition to growing fruits and vegetables, farmers may grow other types of crops. You may remember that I also grow wheat that I use to feed the animals on my farm. So if you ever see stuff like that, that is called wheat. You might be surprised to learn that people also eat wheat, though we don't eat it exactly the same form as the farm animals do. Once the wheat is harvested, it is then processed and prepared in different ways before people eat it. Some farmers also grow other grains like oats or rice that are harvested and processed for people to eat. Grains are plants that have seeds that are used to make food. If you eat cereal for breakfast each morning, you are probably eating wheat, oats, or rice grains. The next time you eat cereal, look at the box that it came in to find out what kind of grains you are eating. Many breakfast cereals are made with whole grains, which are very healthy. Sometimes the grain is made into flour. The flour is then used in different recipes to make foods like bread, muffins, cookies, and even spaghetti. I am proud to be one of the farmers who grow crops that become food for you. Alright friends, so that's going to be the end of our read aloud. So the thing that I want you to do at the end of this read aloud is I want you to just get a blank piece of paper and I want you to draw some of the foods that you might find on a farm. Or you can draw your favorite foods that you can find on a farm, okay? So it can be, you can draw some bread because the wheat that is made, it's processed and ground up, and then you can make bread out of it. Oh, if you really like broccoli, you can draw broccoli. Or if you like to eat your fruits, then you can draw those. So that will be something that you can do on your own. You don't have to submit it, but it will be just a quick, fun little activity that you can do. So friends, I hope you enjoyed learning about our different crops and different vegetables and fruits that we grow on farms. Friends, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will see you next time. Goodbye, friends.